Happy Wellness Wednesday. How are you all today? I know some of you may see this in the morning, some may be the afternoon, some may be in the evening. So, whatever time of day it is, I greet you and say hello. So, I wanted to take a few minutes and chat with you all. I know last week when I finished up the Summer Transformation series, I had said to you all that we'll take the next 8 weeks and walk through each dimension of wellness. Well, I've been spending some time just being quiet in reflection, praying and talking with friends, just about the direction and just some things and shifts that I see happening. And so I wanted to share with you all that we will not be doing that. And instead, actually, we'll be focusing more on spiritual wellness. I mean, you all know the physical piece. I love a good walk, used to run, all of those things. But I know some amazing trainers, and I can definitely refer you all out for things like that. And we may incorporate some things like that because I do enjoy like prayer walks, like that's my jam. So I enjoy things like that. So we'll be sharing some things around that with you. But more importantly, when it comes to spiritual wellness, like that's what sets my soul on fire. And those of you who know me, you don't get Beulah without Jesus. Like even when I go places, and I speak and I talk, I tell them like, listen, I might have to warn you because Jesus might show up, and if you're not okay with that, then I'm not your girl. Like, please don't invite me because I can't be responsible for what might happen. But just in thinking about that, the thing that I want to say to you all as it relates, to your spiritual wellness is be true to you. Like you know what your spirit is calling you to do. You know that thing that you do really well. And sometimes we just go against that and we're like, oh no, I can do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And you can, but can you do all those little bits well? And that's the goal, is to do things well, to do things with the spirit of excellence. And so when you know that about yourself, then focus on it and trust it. And I think sometimes that's what happens is we don't trust it. We think, oh no, that's just not enough. Like who needs that? But then when you really start to think about it, you come to realize like, man, that's what I was made to do. Like that's what I was made to do. And over this last week, I got some revelations. It was wow. I was filling out some paperwork for my son, and on the form, they had asked me, what my occupation was. And I was just kind of walking him through the process because, you got to train a child in the way that they should go. So I was teaching him the process, and it had asked me my occupation. And so he was like, Mom, what's an occupation? I was like, it's your job. It's that thing you do. He was like, oh, put prayer. And I was like, what? He's like, Mom, you are a prayer. That's what you do. You pray. And I was like, what? And so then I shared it with my accountability partners, and they were like, yep, he's right. That's what you do. And so then it just kind of started me to reflect that. I'm like, okay, what is it that people seek me out for? They seek me out for prayer. What is it that people encourage me to do? They encourage me to pray. And I was just like, this is interesting. Often people will say to me, they're like, you must have a special connection with God because he seems to always answer your prayers. And I'm like, no, he don't answer all of them. But, quite a few he does. And just kind of thinking about that, I understood that, Beulah, that's who you are. You are a prayer. And so it's something I love to do. So if you have prayer requests, let me know. You can drop them in the comments, you can reply, however it is you want to get it to me. Let me know because I would love to have the opportunity to pray for you. So moving forward, some of the things that you're going to see happen is I will share with you different prayers. There may be times that I'll come on and I'll actually pray, during our time together. But journaling is one of my big things. You guys know back in, it was 2020, I think it was, I released a gratitude journal because, again, being grateful, that's my jam. It's a piece of your spiritual wellness. And just even like walking and praying, did the Walk by Faith book. I'm actually creating a physical form of that because I had a few of you that asked me for the physical version because I do have an ebook version of it. So working on that, so that'll be coming out soon. But just walk and talk with God. Like just seek him. Just ask him, God, what is it that you created me for? Like, who am I for real? Like, when you decided that I was going to come into the earth, what was the purpose that you had in mind? And then go with that thing, because y'all, that's what I had to do this past week. I had to go with the thing. I had just kind of been running from it, and I'm like, no, no, no. But when I tell you, my whole life has been like topsy turvy, moved in a new direction. I'm like, okay, God, I get it. I get it. It's the spiritual stuff. It's the spiritual stuff that you're calling me to. So I'm going to embrace it, and I'm going to walk in it. And so, like I said earlier, if you have any prayer requests, drop them down there. Let me know. I will be sure to cover you in prayer. And I would love to hear, what he does for you, because it's exciting when we get to talk to God. We talk to each other all the time about all sorts of things, but to have an opportunity to talk to him, it's a beautiful thing. All right, you guys have a fantastic week, and I look forward to hearing from you all. Take care, and God bless.